Hi, this is Kathy from the White Pigeon Library. We've got new books. We've got The Stranger in the Lifeboat by Mitch Albom. He's the one who wrote Tuesdays with Morrie, which has been designated as the best-selling memoir of all time. He's a wonderful author. And this book is about a group of survivors, shipwreck survivors, who are floating around in the ocean with very little hope. And they pull somebody out of the water who claims to be God, and basically is the only one that can help them. And the way we hear about it is because one of the people on the lifeboat is keeping a journal, and a year later it's found. So this looks like it's going to be really good. And then we've got Gilded by Marissa Myers, and she's a fantasy writer. This Gilded is the retelling of Rumpelstiltskin. She's done several fantasy series. She did Lunar Chronicles and Renegades, and this is #1 of the next series. So this looks like it's going to be fun. And then we've got The Plot by Jean Korelitz, and this one is good. I've read it, and it's about an author who writes something that is well received and then just can't quite get that second book. So he's teaching at a third-rate college, teaching writing, and someone comes into one of his seminars and says, I don't need you, I've got the best plot ever. I really don't need any help, but I'm here. And after a while, he tells the teacher what the plot is, and the teacher agrees. It's a surefire bestseller. And then he loses track of the guy, and he never sees the book on the market. So he starts looking into it, and he realizes that the guy who was going to write the book and had the best idea for the plot is dead. And so apparently he never did write the book. So the teacher writes the book, stealing his idea, and it just goes from there. It gets very complex. Lots of characters come in, and it was very fun to read. And now we've got a couple of audiobooks. We've got The Judge's List by John Grisham, and this is #2 in the Whistler series. And the character Lacey Stoltz is investigating a cold case that looks like the killer was a serial killer and has continued to kill people and has a list that he's going down. It's read by Mary Louise Parker from Fried Green Tomatoes and the series Weeds. So that might be kind of fun. She's got an interesting voice, and he always writes good murder mysteries. And then we've got The Lincoln Highway on audiobook, which was fantastic, by Amor Towles. And his characters are so complex. Just about the time you think somebody's a bad guy, he's not a bad guy anymore, and he's kind of a good guy. And this is about a young man who got in a fight, and the guy he was in the fight with died. It was just, something that was a freak accident, but he did end up going to juvie for it. And then when he comes home, his father has died, and he basically comes back home into the country, where they live in the country, and picks up his little brother, and then he's going to head out for California in search of their mother. But apparently some stowaways from juvie were in the car that brought him home, and they've decided they're going to New York. So they head for New York, and it's just beautifully written and interesting plot twists and really complex characters. It was fun to read, and I think it'd be really fun to listen to. So that's what we've got. We will have more books next Monday. Thank you.